bölümü ya da YouTube'da var.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth.
İşlerin...
You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Yaptığım tercihleri yüzme vuruyorlar. Hiç pişman değilim. Being big, being bad.
No.
Hala burada değil.
Sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree.
Ağacı yok etmedim.
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the crooked man, make sure you bring him back
Canlı
alive. He has to stand
Çevrenin
trial.
haline bak. Hayatta çıkabileceğiz mi acaba? Ben onu düşünüyorum.
We have a great deal to discuss.
Oturacağım koltuğa güvenmiyorum abi. Geç. Geçmiyor mu lan bu? Böyle yapsam bu. Aa, space'e basınca durduruyormuş. Bunu şimdi öğrendim. Karar verirken durdur yapabilir miydim? Fuck. Bunu bilmeden 4 bölüm oynadım. Bir oyun bitiyor. Gözlerimin önünde 1,5 saat daha bunu oynayacağız. Akşam 3'te yayın bitecek anlaşılan. Ben de bununla beraber 4,5-5 saat falan yayın yapmış olacağım.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Bizimkiler karizma ama.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff. Relax for a moment, will you?
Hayır.
Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Jersey'e de uyuz olurum. Onu da keseceğiz
Well,
ha.
Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
I don't need evidence. I don't carry a badge, there's no appeals, and you're guilty until I say otherwise. That's how this works.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I wish you had me dead to rights. I really do, for your own sake. But no, I didn't kill anyone. Those women, I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
Kim yaptı? Onu
An
söyle.
unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
Bir şey sorduğumda söyleseler
You
kavga
really shouldn't worry
etmeyeceğim.
yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
Or what? You're gonna kill me too? Well, go ahead. You think I give a shit anymore? After what you did?
That's enough. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Ay, İstediğimde bir
I
bilgi
killed him,
vermek ne
so
kadar
what?
olabilir?
You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Yumruk atarsam
Does it matter?
başımız belaya
Look,
girecek.
the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck
Bu
out of here.
eğlenceli
I do
oldu ha.
apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Abla aynalardan çıkmak da bir hayli iyi galiba.
Did I miss anything good?
Şu ablayı ben bir
Well, look at
öldüreyim.
you all fixed up.
Sonra buraya bakacağız. Bu mu gerçekten mesela? Şu arkadaşı öldürelim. Teker teker hepsini öldürmeyi planlıyorum şu anda.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Georgie.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Bu arkadaştan bir hayli daha güçlüyüz. Bu arkadaşı öldürelim lütfen.
This way.
Üçünü arkada bıraktık bile. Umduğumdan iyi gidiyor.
Shit!
I know.
Kovala küçücük. Kovala küçücük. Şebekenin hepsini istiyorum. Altta ne doluyor abi? Alt taraf nereyiz? Gerçekten böyle mi gideceğiz? Feyyaz Yiğit yemiş, ben sizi oraya yedim. Feyyaz Yiğit kim ya?
Fuck! What was that?
O zat, ha?
Take him off!
I can't.
Okey, ön tarafa rahat tutunduk. Yalnız yakalayamadım ya lan. Ben sizin içinizden geçeceğim.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
Bunun işe yarayacağını sanmıyorum ben.
Keep going!
Abi oyun ilginç bir yere gidiyor ama nereye gidiyor acaba ya?
Come on.
Arabadan inmek büyük bir hataydı abi onlar için. Şehir dışına kadar dümdüz arabayla gitmeleri gerekiyordu.
Holy shit.
İçinden geçeceğim.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Heriften iyi kan dökülmüş ha.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere.
Bunu da öldürelim.
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then? You fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
You didn't have to do anything.
Like hell I didn't. Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
That's not my problem.
Oh, I get it. When a pretty little girl shows up at your door wanting help, you've got all the time in the world. But when I've got something to say, it's not your problem. Well, fuck you. Go ahead and kill me then, but it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
Öyle.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options, like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
Wait, so you've been helping this asshole? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do.
Onu
You have to
önemsemek.
understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell.
Kurdeleyi çıkar abi.
Why should you get to decide? Either of you. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
You don't get a choice if you're involved in this.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life.
Ben patır kütür
It would
öldürerek
be
gideceğim.
different here. But it's all the fucking
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Ne boş yaptınız, öldürebilir miyim
Vivian,
artık sizi?
wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian!
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't! Vivian, no!
Evet.
Fuck!
Aslında zaten ölüler kurdele vücutlarını bileşik tutuyor.
Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Eline bir şey bıraktı. Çünkü orası çok kalabalık. İyice satıcı oldunuz ya işte. Neyse.
Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna
Çok fazla
die
arada şey var.
I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Benim adaletim bu.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metal Works. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with. I'm not sticking around for much longer.
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
Öldür, ölüme terk et. Ölüme terk et. George'un acı çekmesini seçtin.
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I can't do it, Georgie. I can't take another life.
You selfish bastard. Fuck you! Piece of shit.
Öldürsem suç, öldürmesem suç. Ben öldürmeyeyim de suç bende kalmasın. Yanındaki hatunu öldürdü, sonra hatun bunu bıçakladı, öyle öldü onlar orada. Hikayemiz budur, devam. Allah bir offline işte. Bintiban da Facebook'a geçmiş abi. Bu arada. O takıldı. Doğru mu bu? Doğru mu bu duydukları? Öğlen kim söylemişti? Biri söylemişti öğlen bana. DC'den biri söylemişti. Rayman sen mi söylemiştin? Azıcık çevreye bakalım ha. Ben Facebook'a geçsem ne yapabilirim? Burada iştirak olmak istiyorum. İştirak olmak kolay abi. 2 izlensin yayını. Dert bu yani, 2 izlen. Bitti. Başka bir giriş yok değil mi? Yok abi, bir tek burası var. Aç kapıyı. Tekmeyle açaydık, iyiydi. Aa, tekmeyle açacağız. Tekmeyle açamadık. Dışarı açılıyormuş. Burada partner olduktan sonra bit atma açılacak. Her reklamda 5 bit veriyor. Burada da o şekilde destekleyebiliyorsunuz diye ben buraya geçtim bu arada. Hani şeyden daha iyi durumda. Limondan daha iyi durumda. Çöp çöp. Yalnız gelene kadar iyi herif eledim. Kurt olarak harbi yaşlı kurt güçlü.
Bigby Wolf.
Ah.
The big bad wolf.
Bloody Mary, ha? Ha? Bloody, ha? Is this you?
You used to be something. They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Şöyle gidip buradan böyle dönüyorum. Nasıl bir yere gidiyor mu? Gitmiyor. Buraya illa gireceğiz, tamam. Çok yavaş kontroller. Çatır çutur gümüş basıyorlarmış burada ya.
The big bad wolf.
Ayna nerede desen nereden
It's about
çıktın?
time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Hah, bir tane vurduk, güzel. Abla nereye gittin? Duyuları açık tut, duyuları. Abi baktığım yerle alakalı değil. Mantıklı olan şuradan gitmiş olması lazım ama ablanın özelliği bu. Bir var, bir yok. Dabuk. Düz devam. Ne oldu az önce? Çizdirik attı galiba. Abla bu arada istese anında indirecek bizi. Gümüş mermiyi kaptığı gibi öldük. Hayırdır reis? Beceremiyor musun vurmayı?
Where are you? Come out and face me.
Bu ne abi? Vladimir böyle bir şey değil de benim bildiğim. Oğlum. Ben vuracaktım diyecektim de. Eğildim lan. Anlaşılan bu boss fight abi. Parmak yoruyor. Tişörtte duramıyoruz ki. Hemen dönüşeceğiz. Bir şey olacak. Nasıl bir şey ya? Bunlar hep yansıma. Biri gerçek herhalde. Kokla abi, gerçeğin kokusu var. vurmakla olacak gibi değil bu. Birine vuruyorsam diğeri de bana vuruyor. Bir problemimiz var. Ne oluyor lan? Özenle parçalıyorlar abi bizi. Özenle yani. Aha. Daha da büyük bir forma geçtik. Bu da abi bir kurduğun gerçek formu. Öl. Kötü oldu. Bak kaçmaya mı başladı? Geliyorlar mı? Gidiyorlar mı? Öleceksin. Galiba öleceğiz oğlum. Çok fazlalar. Bir şey yapıyoruz ama. Tutacağız herhalde üstüne. Vallahi kustuk üstüne. Ha şey. 3 küçük domuzcuktaki üfleme numarası. Kurt üflemiş. Ev yıkılmış abi. Ya kurt üfürükçü çıktı bak. Gözümüze mi saplayacak? İyi saplayamadan patladı bu da. Büyük kötü kurt mu olduk biz yine şimdi? Ne oldu? Vladimirler öldü mü? Sanmıyorum. Beyler biriniz bir ayranın karşısına denese ya Vladimir ölmüş mü? Dedim ya giyinik kalamıyoruz zaten. Abi herif önümüze bir sürü kişi koydu. Hepsini teker teker öldürdük.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Bütün kasabanın buna borcu var.
Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
What are you, brother?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms.
Kabul ediyorum deyip öldürmek istiyorum.
Until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. We've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Ben öldürmek istedim. Kelepçeleyip öldürmek istedim. Bir seçenek daha verilsin dedim. Oyun. Herifi bildiğin duruşmaya mı çıkartacağız şimdi?
I know. But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
Adamı canlı getirdim
Glad
falan.
you made it back in one piece.
Değil mi?
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
You
killed Lily! Where the fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As
Faith
I already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for. And
I was
don't...
told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In front of all these people?
Do I look like I give a shit?
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit!
Like hell you didn't. Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
so
right.
let's get on with it
But we promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself. And I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are
Öldürmeliydim
going to
onu.
treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Hayır, yolda tonla herif öldü zaten. Yani
This is ridiculous.
bir de elini açtık herifin. Bu çar hangi çar? Ben
You
onu da
have the
bilmiyorum.
floor.
Özelliği ne acaba?
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth
bullshit.
for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you
bu
actually
daha ne kadar
believe this
uzayacak?
bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
I'm
to—
sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like
Adam
I'm
en
some kind
sonunda
of tyrant.
uykum geldi. Vallahi uykum geldi.
When
Ama
your
adam eninde
government
sonunda haklı
abandoned
çıkacak
you,
galiba ya.
left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners. I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
Aha.
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, Why would you want that? Is that true?
Snow?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hate
Galiba eninde
and
sonunda
you hated
Snow'u
him for wanting to
gömeceğiz.
fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about
Boş
all of
yapıyor.
you.
Hadi pamuğu da atalım.
And so does the sheriff.
Ben pamuğu da atmaktan yanayım.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Daha iyisini yapacağız.
Haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Bırak Pamuk konuşsun, pamuğun
And
işi
I'm
bu.
just sorry it took us this long to realize what he'd been doing.
Abi biraz fazla uzatmadınız mı artık? Hani geçme tuşu da koymamışsınız.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Acaba herif ne umuyordu? Ne oldu?
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie killed
Let me just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
He was a suspect, and I needed answers.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection.
Kendi koruması için.
You're right, dear. Crane
Abi bu
was
bayağı
in
şeye
charge.
döndü artık ha.
Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
Tavnos Salem'e döndü
You
mesela.
won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the
Ben
point.
buradan
We'll
kurtarabilirim.
deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to me.
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Geçme tuşu
Who
vallahi
was
yok.
there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Koca kötü kurttan mı?
Bigby, Miss White.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just shut up.
Sen
You
yoruldun.
enslaved us for years.
Sussun bence.
Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead.
Abi herkes 3 kişi evet. Ben de 2 kişi çok da.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only 2 people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say...
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah,
Hadi
that's
artık
too
aşağı
fucking easy
atalım.
for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt.
Hadi öldürelim.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
There will be more if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of
Too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
Oy vermeliyiz.
On suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Ben öldürelim diyorum.
Sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes.
Kafasını kopar. Kuyudan aşağı at. Kilitle. Kilitlemeyi bir geçeceksin abi. Kafasını kopart. Kuyudan aşağı at. Seçin birini. Kuyudan aşağı atmak istiyorum ben abi. Kafasını da kopartabiliriz. At geldi. Attık gitti.
Sheriff, do what you think is right.
Everyone, I'm
Not this way.
Kafasını kopartıyormuşuz.
There you are. I hope You all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to
Kafasını
miss
kopart.
me.
No, I won't.
Sheriff! Oh my god!
Pamuk bunu hatırlayacak. Hatırlayabilir. Problem yok. Hadi bunu da kilitleyelim. Hah, beni de alıp gitmeye çalışmasaydı. Ben kendimi savundum.
And Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Fark eder mi? Kuyudan aşağı düşürdüm az daha. Bu kendini savunmadır. Ve koca kötü kurt. Bakalım gününün geri kalanını nasıl geçiyor?
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Üzgünüm, Pamuk'la aramın iyi olmasını zaten
We'll
düşünmüyordum.
talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Abi, oyun daha ne kadar gidiyor?
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Bir göz kırpıyor. Evcil domuzum olamaz mı abi? Problem mi var? Senden korkuyorlar, oldu mu? Oldu abi. Adalet sağlandı, tamam. Ülkemizdekinin aynısı. Ben vatanımdan böyle gördüm.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Abi bunlar çiftliğe mi gidiyor?
Holding up. I know this isn't ideal for you. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Abi sana gidip tılsım al diye para verdik.
But she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Böcek mi acaba?
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice.
Tekrar aynı sahneyi alabilir miyim bilmiyorum. Bu arada hani alınıyor mu bilmiyorum.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Paraları da vardı halbuki, niye gidiyorlar?
Hey, Big B. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Ama herifleri az buz da uyarmadık. Bu hatun kim? Ha, kurdeleli kız.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Söyle kuzum. Pamuktan hayır yok, senden olsun.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start.
Adamın aslında sesini yalan söyledi.
Lily and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Omzuna dokun.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore.
Abi Hatun'un kasa gerçekten iyi. İyi davranmam lazım o yüzden.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know. But they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us. Maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened.
Tabii olmazdı
You
lan.
listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Ablacım. Abla kıçından gitti.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Faith de bunu söylemişti. Öldü ablacım. Bak fazla kaşın.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Bırak gitsin. Hatun bizi parmağında oynattı.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Niye saldın? Oyun çok uzadı abi. Bir de o diyaloglara katlanamam. En sonunda kaç kişi salmış bakayım? İnsanların %54'ü salmış.